And yeah, as we roll through, it's going to be EO and Croix taking center stage. Bowser versus Samus. And here we go from Lawrenceville. Pokemon Stadium 2 is the destination for game number 1.
Yeah, not surprising. I feel like both
No,
of these characters, I mean, PS2 is like a classic starter stage, but I feel like even with these characters, you're not really going to see too many counter picks. Like, they're kind of good on everything, but already seeing some usage of that platform there with that sort of a ladder combo there with those up airs.
exactly. And it's called Starter Stadium for a reason, right? But it's even though it tends to be the most neutral quote unquote stage, I would imagine for some of the cast, there are a lot of characters that get quite a bit off of this, and I would imagine the character that can control the horizontal space the best is going to be the one that gets the most leverage out of such a wide stage. Certainly, you would ascribe that to Samus, and you could tell getting that first KO and being able to catch Bowser's recovery out certainly not hurting matters.
Yeah, I'm surprised we actually saw him go off stage there.
Ooh.
Also, risky down air there, but I'm surprised that worked out for him. But I'm surprised he actually tried to go off stage there. A lot of the time, you're going to see Samus going for that, right there, the Morph Ball bomb off stage. But not opting for it at all, knowing that Bowser's recovery is kind of vulnerable if he can hit it right. But able to space around it perfectly with that beautiful fair.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Samus is that you do need to make sure that your spacing is pretty decent. You don't exactly want to nuck up if you're Samus, but the good news is that you don't have to. So you can get your spacing down pretty well, and when you are able to, you can go where Eagles dare. That spike onto the depths below. EO in dire straits now. Quad, 2 stocks, 40%, looking good for a Game 1 victory if this pace holds.
Yeah, definitely not looking too good for EO right here. Still definitely playing his heart out. He's still not letting up the aggression at all. Really good air dodge there to get past that Flame Breath. Getting past that is so annoying sometimes, but able to use that more floaty like air drift that Samus has and just drift past it aimlessly.
Point blank on the charge shot, give himself a little bit of space to work with. Croix on the cusp of victory now, but again, you do not have a lead against Bowser. If you think you do, you're lying. Bowser at triple digits, and this just makes him one angry turtle. You need to be decisive in your movements off stage, and Croix has not missed thus far. A perfect 3 for 3 in catching out recoveries. This Bowser tries to go high. That's just teeing yourself up for Samus.
I'm noticing that EO is having a lot of trouble trying to get past Croix's neutral. Like, a lot of the charge shot neutral that you're going to be Samus players using a lot, like baiting stuff out by standing still and charging it, and hitting air to airs with that forward air. Like, I'm noticing that EO's kind of struggling to get in when he's charging, when he's baiting for an approach. He's not, it doesn't really look like he's approaching with any sort of game plan. And I feel like if you're fighting a character like Samus, you really need to have that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, no, and that is the trouble when playing against Samus. I mean, it's a character that has top 8 potential. We've seen it from players such as Pittsburgh's very own Icy Mist, among others, obviously. But this is a character that has given quite a few Jersey residents a headache aplenty as we go to Hollow Bastion for game number 2. And how do you like this counter pick from EO?
I'm actually, you know what? I see the vision. I would say this is definitely a little bit better for Samus because having more of that space to run around and also having that platform, I guess, to also aid in movement from EO getting in, but I don't know. It's a bit more neutral than we have with PS2, but it seems to be looking a lot better for EO than Croix than we thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you can't really get your hits off if you can't get in on Samus to begin with, and the more that EO swings, the more that you are opening up your own defenses for Croix to penetrate. Excuse me. And I mean, as impregnable as the defenses of Croix may be, certainly there has to be an in for Bowser, right? I got a little crossed up in the sauce there, but then again, so is EO thus far in these first 2 games.
It definitely is a way for EO to get in. I mean, despite being like a grappler, like heavy, big body character, he still has one of the best initial dashes in the game. So it is very easy for him to get in. It's just like, you have to find that way, like how to get in. You know, like, obviously he can make the distance. You just have to find a right way to not be too predictable and just dashing in.
And this seems to be the problem. I mean, certainly individuals like Leon make it look just a little bit easier than it actually is, but Yeah, we've had a couple of years of this game, and beautiful catch out on the jump, just throws out the F smash. And, again, the straight hit kill power of Bowser, certainly nothing to shake a stick at. And you really do not have that lead against Bowser until you see those stocks definitively in your favor. The bomb can't be, oh my goodness, at ledge. But now you're at a fully max range Bowser. It means you're not going to have many combos, but when you have the hitting power that Bowser does, it seldom matters.
Yeah, pretty much like any solid hit here will kill. Like I'm pretty sure back air at ledge would absolutely kill at this percent. Samus may be a little bit heavier than most characters, but she still is a floaty, so she's gonna be. Oh my God! Had the right read, had the right button press, but didn't get the right direction that he would drift in. Unfortunately,
yeah, you're in danger. You're in danger. You had to know. You had to know.
It's like you said before. There's never a thing as there's no such thing as a lead against a Bowser. That's like you have to make sure he's dead, or else he might be the one to kill you first. It looks like.
No, like we saw it coming. As soon as I saw the 200%, I didn't want to speak it into existence, but EO goes ahead and does it for me. Reads the roll, gets the up smash. EO, you already know. That is going to be a beautiful read, and this is exactly what you needed from Croix. I mean, we were talking about how the stage selection worked in Samus's favor, but it turns out that it has benefits for Bowser as well, and how beautifully read was it? I mean, both of those were really just off of option reads. One, getting the up smash off of the, or was it up tilt, excuse me, off of the jump in neutral, and then of course reading the roll upon recovery. EO perfectly placed, and there you go, let the up smash fly, and we are going to a game 3. As a result, Croix cannot afford to get red on ledge that easy.
Yeah, I mean, Samus ledge trapping is insane, but Bowser kinda also has really broken ledge trapping. Like, he's big, which may mean like he has a big hurt box, but he also has long as hell reach too. That forwarder, that nair, that up smash that we saw before catches so many options, and if you fall asleep at the wheel at ledge, you might just explode.
I mean, we just saw it. I mean, that power suit, as good as it is, it has a few cracks in the armor as a result of those big barreling hitboxes, and we saw you can pile up as much damage as you want. All it takes is 2-3 swings of the bat for that lead to be erased. I've watched enough Phillies baseball to realize that's the case. Please fix the bullpen. We are going to game number 3, and Croix is doing good at winning the majority of these neutral interactions, but again, the follow-ups are what's big, and EO has been doing a great job of leveraging disadvantage, especially when you have something like with the reach of Bowser's forward air, which has been crucial to EO's comeback.
I love the way he's been like running off stage to bait early air dodges from Croix here. Really solid edge guarding from EO here. Again, like Bowser isn't a character you wouldn't really see go off stage that much. At least against a character like Samus, but he's been making it work by baiting stuff out, and a beautiful up tilt there to close out this first stock.
Well done overall for Croix. But this is, again, you're talking about still back to where it is. You really are just kind of racing to the finish, and there's no real way to tell who's in the lead at any given point, which obviously makes this job a little bit difficult for us as commentators, Amber, but certainly if you're Croix, you can get yourself lulled into a false sense of security. Although you would have to think that lesson was learned well after Game 2.
Oh, for sure. That Game 2 was absolutely a rude awakening there from Croix, but right now trying to get some sort of edge guard or ledge trap here. Something with the forward tilt, but missing the 2-frame, and
I gotta say, what you cannot afford as Croix is one of those whiff grabs, because you just got a 80% damage piled on top of you as a result. Beautiful on the recovery. EO trying to speed towards the ledge, towards below the ledge.
Trying to get the wall jump.
Oh no. An own goal put into the back of the net from Croix. That is absolutely not.
Short shot grab though, adding some really solid damage here. 65% starting things off, but still, it is not looking too great right now for EO. But right there, but that's it. One neutral B, and things are already back to even. If anything, winning for EO here.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that was game. EO really tried to call game just there, and is still getting the opportunities, and we're going to see it here on ledge. Just, the mind games. The last hit, weak hit, and you're going to get it beautifully done off of the up air, pop him up and knock him